Go.
So part 2 of our cutting demonstration, I'm going to talk a little bit about right before we're in the kitchen now. Your 30 minutes has begun, meaning you've entered the kitchen, you've had your 10 minutes of mise en place set up, and the judges have said you may start your cutting. Your 30 minutes begins now. The first thing I taught other teams to do is to go ahead and get a little bit of saran wrap and lay this out on your cutting board. And you're going to see why we do this, because this makes cleaning up as we start. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to process our products. We're going to process our vegetables before we actually start the cutting. And when I talk about processing, I'm going to actually get them ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my peels going. These are potatoes that I selected. When you select potatoes, you're going to want to select the nicest, fullest, roundest potatoes. Look for things that don't have too many eyes, because when you peel potatoes, you're going to want to remove all the eyes. You're going to need to wash these prior. So wash your root vegetables that come out of the ground, meaning your carrots and your potatoes. A little bit about organization in this stage. You're going to see me go through the process of tackling certain vegetables at certain times. And what I learned from competition is that you're going to want to operate and go through your process based upon how messy and how smelly your vegetable is. So potatoes are white, they're very neutral in smell, and they take the longest to process, meaning this is going to be one of your more difficult cuts. So they're the first thing that you're going to tackle. Follow that by your carrot, which is very quick, pretty mess-free. We're going to do your basil, your chiffonata basil after that. And then we're going to get into the 2 items that have and carry the most smell, the garlic and the onion. We're going to do onion first, and then we're going to finish with the garlic. So that's the order in which I'm going to process and attack my products. Now, is that the rule of thumb, and is that required? No. Can you mix and match and do something different? Yes. But it's just kind of the way I learned, and it makes a little bit of sense that you don't want to have your cutting board smelling of garlic prior to tackling your potatoes. So if you notice, I'm really processing a lot of my items right now. And why I do it over this saran wrap is that you're going to see in just a short bit is that it's going to clean up very well. And it's going to cut a few seconds off of my time. And we'll talk more about each product and why I did what when we get into the sections for each item. We had a question earlier. What's the difference between compost and usable scrap? Usable scrap are items that we can keep on the side and save for our stock pot. Do all chefs do it? No. But if you can demonstrate that you're conscientious enough about doing it, yes, it's a good thing to do. So I've peeled everything, I've processed everything, everything is ready to go. You notice I have usable scrap here, carrot and onion that can still go into a stock pot that's not totally garbage. Items like peels, not real usable, not things that we normally use. I have my plastic wrap. I'm just going to roll, wrap, place, and now my cutting board is free and ready to start attacking the products.